This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 12, Lead from the Heart, on Energetic Living. Okay, we are down where the action is, and our featured man of the day, and he'll be mentioned often in this podcast, Delatoro McNeal Ii. So, here we go.
Look around the room, and look how beautiful everybody is. All right? Now do me a favor, point to yourself. Point to yourself. Point to yourself. Now, I want you to take a look around the room and look at what part of our human anatomy the majority of us are pointing to. You're pointing to your heart. How come when I asked you to point to yourself, there you go, you didn't point to your head, right? How come when I asked you to point to yourself, you didn't point to your big toe? Right? Because the essence, this is a profound moment, change your life. The essence of who you really are is at the heart level. Make sense? Profound moment has nothing to do with leadership on the big screen. Never dream from your head.
It was great.
Never dream, this is bonus content. Never dream from your head. Always dream from your heart. Psychologists say the average human being thinks 65,000 separate transactional thoughts per day. 85% of those are negative. So if you dream from your mind will consistently talk you out of any dream that it doesn't think that you can achieve. Yes or yes? Can we take off the conference mask? Can we take off the association mask and all how good we look in our business cards and our gated communities and put that to the side and just be honest and say that as human beings, our brains talk us out of a lot of stuff? Absolutely. Okay. So if we're gonna be assertive leaders and come from the heart, we got to realize that you got to get out of your head, because your head is what holds you back. Les Brown says it like this: get out of your head and get into your greatness. Powerful. Huh? So we say, oh yeah. She's like, I like that one, right? Yeah. Get out of your head and get into your greatness. Why did I ask you to point to your heart? Because that's really where your passion lies. I help people do what they love and get paid for it. I think that's the ultimate goal in life. Do what you love and get paid for it. Because if you do what you love, come on somebody, it doesn't even feel like work anymore, right? Hello. And you will have a 10 times greater advantage in life doing what you do professionally if you do what you love. Make sense? Say, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. So come from your heart. Somebody say, I'm coming from my heart. Say that. Say it, guys. Say it. Say, I'm coming from my heart. Yeah, you got to come from your heart. Now, does your heart get hurt sometimes? Absolutely. Guarantee it. You can bank on it. You will get hurt. But guess what? What organ, this is profound, what organ in the body develops first, the brain or the heart? The heart. That was the first thing that was created. That's the determining factor as to whether you were alive in your mom's womb. How powerful is that? Come from the heart. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. Assertive communication, assertive leaders, heart level leaders. Make sense? Mentor Dr. Covey taught me this. He said the best leaders are not at the top of the org chart, looking their nose down at those that work for them. The best leaders are on the ground with their hands like this, saying, hey, step right here. Put your foot right there. I'm going to help you get to the next level. Somebody say, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Call to action. I want you to think about this. How important this is. What comes from the heart reaches your heart. Yes, use your head, no doubt. Use your head. This is kind of a part of the do hard things. And sometimes it can be real hard to be an assertive leader and be out there. To humble yourself. And direct with your heart. I want you to think about this. Alright? Because what Delatoro has to say makes perfect sense to me. An assertive leader is not someone that go and they speak in conferences as a keynote, but yet they go into their gated communities, adventure and the like, and they're like, leave me alone. No, it's not like that, okay? Plain truth. Do hard things. And do hard things means, quite frankly, in this case, is to dream and lead with your heart. We have so many theologians and speakers that say, don't trust your emotions. Okay, yeah, maybe sometimes your emotions betray you, but really and truthfully, it all comes down to a choice. Alright? Now, am I right or right? You know? It all comes down to a choice. And the choice is, when you're leading, you lead with your heart. Because if you lead with your head, oh, this is my knowledge, I have a bachelor's degree, or I have a master's degree, or I have a PhD, or I have a DBA, or JD, or whatever, and I know better than any of you. Tell me something. Is that an effective, assertive leader? I don't think so. And I don't think that that's doing hard things. Okay? I don't think that's doing hard things. And doing hard things is essential in leadership, okay? Seems to be a theme in this first season of energetic living. But the fact of the matter is this. We are called for greatness. And I agree with Les Brown. You've got to get out of your head and get into your greatness. Are you ready for that? Get out of your head and into your greatness. Alright, you think about that. You think about how important that is. You get out of your head and into your greatness, and this helps you out in so many different ways. Hard leadership is cool and inventive. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with using your head, don't get me wrong. But logic alone does not an effective leader make. And that's just my honest to God opinion here. I wouldn't be talking to you about this if I didn't so firmly believe in it. Okay? I have no reason to doubt it. I have my faith and my trust in God that He knows what's good for us. And the best leaderpreneurs are heart leaders, okay? Heart leaders. Solomon in his Proverbs says, keep thy heart with all diligence, because out of it are the issues of life. And Jesus in Matthew 5:8 says, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. You think about that. This is a profound moment for you to begin to tap into here and now. Are you ready? Because I'm speaking it with all truthfulness here. You know? I have no reason to doubt it. Because I know that our God calls us to lead, to dream with our heart. Because I agree with Delatoro McNeal, because I believe it. One of these days when I'm speaking to audiences, I want to speak from the heart. Okay? Because I can impart to them head knowledge, okay? And head knowledge is beautiful, okay? Don't get me wrong. Head knowledge is beautiful. But is head knowledge going to carry you to where you need to be to achieve your dreams? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Please hear me out on this one. You think about the podcasts I've talked about. We've talked about what energetic living is, okay? No doubt. We've talked about so many things, healing our land, doing hard things, and more importantly, because heart level, that's where the magic is. That's where the magic lies, okay? Hey, I introduced you to Delatoro McNeal because I honestly think that he is an amazing thought leader for such a time as this. I consider him as a very powerful speaker, and so I hope you don't mind me talking to you about leading from the heart. This is Jimi Hendrix saying, until next time, do hard things and live energetic living.